What's going on, Jerome's? The Vikings take the field Sunday, historic U.S. Bank Stadium. Welcome back to the place was your ticket out, or whatever the words are. U.S. Bank Stadium's got fans again, almost 2 years. It's rough. It's rough, man. But 3-game homestand, the 0-2 Vikings going to right the ship. Here's who's in and here's who's questionable. Well, let's start with Dalvin, the main guy who is questionable with that ankle. Got twisted up by JJ in the end of the Arizona game. And my big thing is that Dalvin, he's a gamer. He's used to being played. He's used to playing while being dinged up, which is a bit of a shot, but also it speaks to his toughness. And he finished out that game against Arizona. There's about 9.5 minutes left, 9 minutes, 50 seconds or whatever. So I think that Dalvin is going to play in the game against Seattle. Now, the question is, how effective is he going to be? And it could potentially be a big game for Alexander Mattison, who also, remember, put up 112 yards on the ground against Seattle last year, Week 5, Sunday Night Football. So hopefully Dalvin's going to be a gamer. Hopefully he'll be ready to rock and roll, because even Dalvin at 70% is still better than most of the running backs in the game. Let's be honest. And the Seattle run defense is extremely questionable. Yeah, speaking of Dalvin being questionable, Seattle run defense is extremely questionable. So hopefully the Vikings can get something on the ground going, as well as keep play action alive, and then Kirk Cousins can do his damn thing. 3 guys who are out. Anthony Barr, where he had a press conference. It's the first time he talked to the media in a couple of weeks about his knee injury, and he's not going to be going again. Now, obviously, the Vikings thought that he could return earlier than 3 weeks. That's why they kept him on the 53. But obviously, in hindsight, could have IR'd him, could have saved a roster spot. Same thing with Christian Darrisaw. Although I understand they're bringing Darrisaw along very, very slowly, and the impetus of getting Darrisaw on the field as soon as possible, maybe that's slowed because Rashad Hill played pretty well, especially against tough competition, Chandler Jones in Arizona last week. So that's whatever. Harrison Hand had that hamstring. He was going to be out anyway, but also he was on the COVID list. So, and then you have Patrick Peterson, Eric Kendricks, Everson Griffin, Bashad Breeland. They all were limited earlier in the week with a mix of Wednesday, Thursday, and then, of course, they came back Friday, where some teams do put down veterans, just giving them a day off because they're older, just trying to save some wear and tear on the body. The Vikings generally don't do that. They generally put something down. So, is Peterson's toe really bothering him? Is Kendrick's hip really bothering him? I don't know. But they do like to put something down, but they're going to be good to go on Sunday. And then also, I like that preemptively they're just putting out, hey, Greg Joseph, hip. So if he screws up again, hip, because he wasn't even listed on Wednesday, Thursday, and he was a full participant on Friday. So what's the point? What's the point of even putting that out there besides showing the league, hey, we are uber compliant? Whatever. Seattle, D. Wayne Eskridge, who apparently is going by D. Eskridge now. The pride of Western Michigan, the speedster wide receiver, is out with a concussion. But, it's not like Seattle needed any more speed on the outside with DK and Lockett. But I guess that's one less thing to worry about. Rashad Penny, the former first-round pick. Seattle's drafting has been rough the last couple of years, especially the first rounders. Maybe that's why John Schneider gave up 2 ones for Jamal Adams. Like, hey, I can't pick a bad player if I don't have a first-round pick. But, yeah, Rashad Penny is out. Chris Carson is the man anyway in that Seahawks backfield. Brandon Shell is the big one. He's the starting right tackle. And now Jamarco Jones, come on down. He's going to be in against Danielle, the real deal Hunter. Danielle's going to feast. So he's in against Jamarco Jones, career backup, and he's just going to get after it at home, energized by the fans, second in the league of 4 sacks. Let's go. Let's go, man. Also, big questionable for Seahawks is Benson Miowa. He's their starting decent edge rusher. We'll say he's pretty decent, but you could see more Alton Robinson, who's a guy that I liked a lot coming out of Syracuse. So it may be a blessing in disguise if Miowa isn't able to go for the Seahawks on Sunday. Well, for them, yeah. And then the rest of them, like Seattle is one of those teams that's notorious for just filling up the injury report. They like to give guys a day off, and I think that Pete's really smart about that, especially with their older players. So Chris Carson, who's not necessarily an older player, but the running back position, you definitely want to keep guys close to top fitness. And then Gabe Jackson, Dwayne Brown, they went from full participant to Thursday, limited to Friday DNP, where generally if you saw that progression where they got downgraded every single day, That's no good, but it's Gabe Jackson. It's Dwayne Brown. They're veterans. It's not injury related, and they're just getting rest, and they will certainly be fine and be top pros like they are. Even that Seattle offensive line, man. Yeah, not so much. But that's it. The big question is Dalvin. I'm sure that he'll get a Dr. Feelgood. I'm sure that they'll test it out before the game, and hopefully 33 is ready to go in some semblance of his level that he's capable of playing, because the Vikings need him, man. They absolutely do. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Take a look at the final Vikings-Seahawks injury report. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull us something in Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.